Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tidy with Kayla. In today's video, I'm tackling our backyard. It's in pretty rough shape right now. I haven't even wanted to bring my kids out here, so it's time to get this space cleaned up and ready for summer. We've been terrible about leaving stuff out, and with all the rain we've had recently, everything has gotten slimy and gross. If you're new here, I'm Kayla. I'm a mom of 3 with kids aged 11, 7, and 3. We're a family of 5. I share real life cleaning motivation and all the messes. So if you enjoy this kind of content, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and stick around. All right, let's jump into the video. First, I'm going to start off by washing our outside table and chairs. To do that, I'm just going to mix some warm water and Dawn dish soap into a bucket. We have a walkout, so we have a pretty big deck up here, and then you have to walk down steps to get down to the actual backyard. It would be a lot easier to just spray this down with a hose, but the problem is I have a whole bunch of stuff underneath the deck, and I don't want all of that getting wet. I don't typically wash this off, but it's been sitting like this all winter, and sometimes we like to come out here if there's a nice evening and eat dinner with our kids. Hard to tell on camera how dirty it is, but you can tell by just looking at this towel. I filmed this video a couple weeks ago, but it has been insanely busy. I just feel like we've been just running nonstop since summer was out, so I'm finally getting to my voiceover. But that's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt here, because I think it was like 60 degrees this day. But now we are in full summer mode. It's going to be 100 degrees this weekend. These chairs just had a lot of dirt on them also, so I'm just getting them nice and clean for the summer. It's June and I have a Halloween and Christmas mat out here. Halloween one is from the company Letterfolk, I think is the name, and you can switch out the tiles and have it say different things, but it just takes a lot of time. I really need to put something on it that will last, because clearly I haven't changed it since Halloween. I do like this Christmas mat though. It's such a good mat. So I think I'm going to leave it here for now and look for something similar. Here's what it looks like underneath the deck. It's just not in the best shape. My kids obviously want to be doing all the water stuff and playing out back, and I want to make it nice out here so that I actually want to enjoy being out here with them. I brought a trash bag out here so I can toss some things as I'm going around picking up. We've been really bad about leaving toys out, and then it rains, there's mud and dirt. Everything was slimy. It was so bad. So I'm going to work on getting everything nice and clean. We have a big storage bin out here. It's up against the wall, but last year I kept everything in it, even our swim toys, and it was just all wet in there and things just got gross. What I'm gonna try this year is putting all the swim toys in a clear storage bin like this. I'm tossing the ones I want to keep in there, then I'm going to clean it with some Dawn dish soap and water and see if that gets rid of all that sliminess. There is some trash over here, and I'm also going to get the leaf blower to get those leaves out of there. I have a slip and slide and a little splash pad thing. Both of those were also slimy, so I've laid them out on the grass and I'm going to clean these. I want to get the water table and also our turtle sandbox cleaned up as well. Normally we put our cushions in that bin against the wall, but we've been so bad about it. I think life just gets crazy and we just forget to do it, but I am going to be washing those today. I think this was a dead wasp on the ground under the chair. We've had a ton of wasps in our backyard this summer, and it's a pain because my kids obviously are terrified of them. It's already starting to feel a lot better because I'm getting a whole bunch of things cleared out of here. My son came home with this huge stick coming home from school one day. We had a few things in our yard, so I'm picking those up and throwing it in our bin. In here, we just have some of our sports things, mainly like soccer ball, kickballs, bats, baseball gloves, things like that. I'm taking out any water toys that are in here so I can put it in our clear tote. Now I'm ready to use the leaf blower. It's honestly really easy because it doesn't have a cord, it has a battery, but I was struggling a little bit with it. I'm not good at this. It looks so much better. I wish we had our power washer still, but it broke because then I could get it really clean, but this is going to be good enough for now. I'm going to wash the cushions in my washing machine, but I had a whole bunch of stuff on it, so I figured I might as well use the leaf blower on it before I put it in the washing machine. What have you guys been up to so far this summer? I've been trying to keep my kids busy, and it's been wearing me out. We have been having a lot of fun though. We've gone to splash pads. We're doing the summer reading program at the library. We've gone to the pool once. I have had to slow down these past few days because this past weekend we were at a friend's house and grilled out burgers. After I ate almost all of my burger, I realized that it was so pink on the inside and I've been sick. It has been so miserable. Thankfully, after like 4 days now, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm going to try to make the slip and slide less slimy and gross. I decided to do soap and water with this and just tossed it on there. Then I grabbed a Sponge Daddy sponge and just tried to get a lot of that grime off. After I did this, I was thinking, hopefully the soap doesn't kill grass. I Googled it and apparently it does. There is a dead spot around there now, but I don't know if it was there before or if it caused it. But I am happy to say it did clean it off really well. We have a whole dead space, as you can see, against the house there by the windows. I would love to plant some flowers there, but it doesn't get a ton of sunlight. I feel like maybe just the morning. Anybody who knows anything about flowers, what could I plant there? I need some suggestions. I'm going to let this air dry. Once it's dry, I can put it in our clear bin. Right after I did this, we were supposed to start getting rain, but thankfully we didn't. I'm just going to get some of the dirt and grime off of this as well. It's pretty fun. You connect the hose and then the water spray is actually pretty high and it's kind of like a splash pad. Next up is our water table. Look how gross it is. This is my 3-year-old's favorite. She's still very into the water table, so I'm going to get it nice and clean for her. I just love the Scrub Daddy sponges. It has that rough side and it just makes a huge difference with cleaning. This one got pretty gross, so I ended up tossing it, but you can put these in the dishwasher, which is really nice. We have a lot of great outdoor toys for my 3 and 7-year-old, but for my 11-year-old son, I'm looking for ideas for things that he wants to do outside. Let me know if you have any suggestions for backyard games or toys for that age range. I ended up adding a little bit of vinegar. There was some tough spots that weren't coming up and this did the trick. Just a heads up, vinegar also kills the grass, so I would do all of this on concrete, maybe your driveway. Next up is the sandbox. I'm going to spray it down, add some vinegar, and get it clean. I also am going to run to the store and get some play sand for it. This is the next day, and guess what? I completely forgot to wash the cushions, so I'll get this washed and finish up the backyard. I sprayed OxyClean on the spots that had dirt on it, then just tossed it all into the washing machine. My 3-year-old loves helping me, so she is starting the washing machine.
I want to watch the water go.
I'm back outside and have more scrubbing to do. Like I said, all these water toys are slimy, and after this, I am going to be diligent about putting everything in containers so I don't have to do this again. Halfway through washing some of these toys, I think I got quite a few from the Dollar Tree. I should have just bought some new ones, but oh well, I got it done.
Thinking of drowning in his blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling.
I'm letting it all air dry in the sun. These were pretty dirty as well. You can just see all the dirt on them, so I just grabbed my water hose and sprayed them down. A power washer would have gotten the dirt off a lot easier. I really need to buy a new one, but the water hose did an okay enough job.
I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide.
I forgot to hit the record button when I was washing these off, but I just took the hose and sprayed it off. I do wish I would have gotten some soap and scrubbed it because it was still pretty dirty. I was starting to put the cushions in the dryer, and I realized there was a little bit of mold, I think, on it that didn't come out, so I am going to spray that instead. I grabbed a spray bottle, and I'm going to use 1 part vinegar and 1 part water. You can kind of see it right up against that tag there. I'm going to spray it and let it sit for maybe like 10 minutes or so. Over here, I think there's just some dirt that didn't totally pick up, so I'm going to try spraying that also. Then I just grab a scrub brush and scrub over that mold. I was shocked it picked it up so easily. Before I even started scrubbing this one, you can see a ton of it had already just came out. I did end up throwing these back in the washer one more time just to make sure I washed out all that vinegar and dried it. I don't believe I ended up filming that. Now I'm ready for the fun part, putting everything back. When we're out playing with water toys this summer, my plan is to let it air dry afterward in the sun. Then once that's done, I'll just toss it all in this clear tote. The toys I left out are sand toys, so I'll be throwing that in the sandbox. I ran to Home Depot and got 2 bags of play sand. I think they were like $4 or $5 each, so really cheap, and it keeps my 3-year-old busy for so long. I grabbed a wagon to pull them out back because they are 50 pounds each. After I got all the sand and sand toys in here, I thought just my 3-year-old would play with it, but my 7 and 11-year-old did too, and all 3 of them were just in this little tiny sandbox, and they played for like hours in it. There was some fighting when they were in the sandbox because there's not a lot of space, so they kept ruining each other's like things that they were building. They've already had quite a bit of sibling time this summer, so I think they're getting a little sick of each other at times. The age difference between my oldest and middle is 3.5 years, and between my middle and youngest is about 4 years. So there's some space in between, and that worried me that they wouldn't have as much of a relationship or bonding, but they really do. It is so sweet to see. So even though they fight, they also just have such great relationships with each other. So I love to see that. After hosing everything down, you can still see a little bit of dirt. I definitely need to buy another power washer. Maybe before fall, I'll do that. I'm putting the cushion covers back on. When I went to zip it, it was a pain because in the inside, there was some frayed pieces. I feel like there was a little bit before I washed it, but I'm sure after washing it, that made it worse. I should have just zipped these when I put it in the washer and dryer. That might have helped. But I bought this whole set on Wayfair, and it did say these cushion covers were safe to put in the washing machine. I'm getting so close to being done. I grabbed this 3-tier cart, and I'm going to put it in the basement right by our back sliding door. I don't want to have to run upstairs and all over the house to grab things while my kids are outside, so I'm putting some things that we grab for pretty often. In here, I put towels, chalk, a fan, bubbles. I also have sunscreen, bug spray, and a hat for me. It doesn't look super fancy or anything, but it just gets the job done. I also bought an outdoor portable speaker. We had one a couple years ago, and I either broke or I lost it. So I'm really excited to have this to just set outside and listen to while my kids are playing. It uses Bluetooth, so it just plays whatever I'm playing on my phone. That's it for today's video. We have really been enjoying being outside with it all picked up. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I would love it if you gave the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.